Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the live. How are you guys doing today? Happy Monday. I hope that you guys are enjoying your Monday. And for all of my people on the other side of the world, maybe it's Tuesday. I don't know how time works over there. If it's Tuesday, happy Tuesday. So we're going to go ahead and add our question for today. Let's make sure that everything is up and running the way it's supposed to be running. Because sometimes things don't be running the way it's supposed to be running. But, mind you, I'm looking at YouTube right now, and it's so interesting how YouTube, maybe this was yesterday. Was it yesterday? Hey, y'all, thank you to whoever was the first like. Oh, that must have been yesterday. YouTube had a picture of bread. I don't know why they have a picture of bread up there. But I just recently learned, like, the original meaning of lady was one who, like, needs bread. I'm like, interesting. I'm learning new things every day. Anywho. So, the question for today will be, what is your favorite song right now? We're going to do a Q&A, so I'm going to have to do it on my phone. I hate doing the Q&As on my phone. What is your favorite song right now? What is it, y'all? Y'all tell me. I need to know. I'm being nosy. I want to know. What is your favorite song right now? So, that's our question for today, y'all. Ain't y'all happy that I got the question real early today? So, today we're going to be talking about attraction, vibration, and music in regards to your health today. We are on our health topic for the month of December. So, we're going to be talking about all the ways to live a healthier life. And y'all know this is a Sage channel, so we're going to be more spiritual in the aspects of our conversations. Hey, John. We're going to be very spiritual in the aspects of our conversation. So today we're going to be talking about some laws, some spiritual laws that are subconsciously controlling your life. Come here, son. Come here, baby. Come here. So just in case anybody wants to see my sonny oney, here he is. I know you guys have not seen him in a very long time. Say hi, son. Okay. Y'all seen him? Y'all saw him. Me too. Sebas, I'm in need too. Same. Oh, you are in need? Okay. So, make sure y'all go ahead and answer the question, what is y'all's favorite song right now? Before we get into it, remember, y'all, I am Meiana. I am a Sage woman, and I'm an inner work specialist. I will support you in this inner work. I know y'all be struggling. Don't play with me. I know y'all be struggling. And that's what I'm here for. I'm here to support y'all in the inner work to get to where you want to be. Okay? So if you feel like you have things blocking you and stopping you from getting to where you want to be, you feel like you feel stuck in this moment of your life with certain thoughts, certain behaviors, certain goals that you feel like you're just not reaching, or you just feel disconnected from yourself altogether, go ahead and book a free 15-minute consultation below. I can help you in 15 minutes identify at least one limiting belief that's slowing you down from getting to where you want to be. So make sure y'all book that. I'll see y'all later. But we're going to go ahead and get into the topic. Thank you, John. I'll tell your nephew that you think he's so cute. Sonny, wherever he went, I don't know where he went. Okay, so Sheep said Billie Eilish, Ocean Eyes. Lily said Touched by Cat's Eye. Okay, so somebody else likes K-pop music. Okay. I'm getting the vibes. Okay. We're going to talk more about what y'all's favorite song means later and how that is affecting your vibration. I have to tell myself that I cannot listen to sad men sing all the time. Like, I have to slow down because I really did enjoy listening to Drake and Bryson Tiller. But Bryson Tiller and Drake have a certain aura to them of, like, they'll never get it. And they'll keep making mistakes, in relationships. Like, all of their music is like sad music about how they really are not that great, you know. So I have to slow down and listen to their music because I'm like, you know, I'm not a sad guy. I'm not a man. I'm not a sad man. And Bryson Tiller and Drake, they have a lot of sad man music. So yeah. Sube, is that a song? I never heard that before. Hi Lily. Hi Tashika. Rod Wave, yes, Rod Wave. I don't listen to Rod Wave, but definitely he has a lot of sad guy music. A lot. So we're going to get into the things that's controlling your health. Let's get started on the how we define health over here, which is by etymology. So health is just wholeness, being whole, being sound, and being well. Okay? So this is how we define health over here. If y'all want to be healthy, that is health right here. Okay? So the problem why a lot of people are not healthy is because they don't feel whole. They don't feel well. They are not sound. We talked a lot about that in the video yesterday, about being sound, what that looks like, being well, what that looks like. And we're going to get deeper into the conversation today. You like the last Tim's album? Oh, really? You know, she just came out with a new album. I've been listening to the new album for sure. My friend said Alt J, something good, amazing song. Okay. Okay, shout out to India. Hello, all my Indian people. Hi, HC. So yeah, what's y'all's favorite songs? If y'all don't have y'all's phone, y'all probably won't be able to see this. But it's, the question today says, what is your favorite song? Okay. Come be the man I need. Okay, Olivia Dean. Okay, sheep. Okay, girl. So, why y'all always asking for shout outs? Y'all know if y'all just say hi, I will say hi back to y'all. Why y'all need a shout out? I'm confused. Is that Jalen? Hey, Jalen. Endless Love, Luther Vandross, and Mariah Carey. Okay, okay. Hi, Martin. Okay, okay, okay. I'm seeing some lover girls and guys in the chat. I'm seeing some lover girls and guys up in here. Okay, so let's get into the conversation for today. Like I said, we're talking about vibrations, attraction, music, how these affect your health, particularly how to improve your health. You guys want to be healthy people? Y'all want to be healthy? That's what we're talking about today. So, vibrations. So, a lot of y'all, don't be a hater. So, a lot of people who may watch my channel may have some sort of interest in like new age thoughts. Now, for me, I believe that a lot of people see new age thought as like woo-woo. Like they see it as like fairy tales and fantasy. And I think it's because within that group, that same group of people have a certain mystical vibe to them a lot of the times. You know, some of the people who's into new age, they're into the crystals. They're into the meditation. They're into, you know, breath work. They're into past life. They're into tarot. You know, there's so many things that new age people are into, which for more traditional people or more religious people, they just don't get. So I feel like, you know, they don't take it seriously. And then you do have those new age people who are like very hippy dippy, and it's hard to believe them. It's hard to believe them. So I can get why some people may feel uncomfortable if they're new to the new age thought, but to me, new age is just old information repurposed in a new image, in a new book, in a new way. It's just old information repurposed, something that everybody already had an idea of, some type of concept of. Hey y'all. Hey Rico, bonjour. Welcome to Shika, to the community. Hello Malik. So the first law that we're going to talk about, because laws are what rule the land. We talked the other day about the sun and how that's an authoritative figure for human beings and how that controls and dictates our well-being. So today we're going to talk about a different law that dictates our well-being that a lot of people don't get the chance to think about. So the first law we're going to talk about is the law of vibration. Now think about this. Even science says that the smallest pieces and parts of us are constantly vibrating. Vibrating meaning it's constantly moving. It's nothing that's not going to be moving. Everything in this world is constantly vibrating, whether you can see it or not, even you yourself. Because again, you're a musical instrument, right? You're a musical instrument. Constant movement, facts. So there's this continuous movement that is occurring all the time. And so a lot of the issues is that the movement is not in harmony, right? Movement is not bad, but it's what happens when things are moving in a way that feels unnatural or feels like it's not supposed to be like that. It feels misaligned. So every part of you physically is vibrating. You know, your heart is beating, your breath has its own form of movement, it's going in and out. Even your body is constantly moving as your breath flows through your body. You know, neurons in your nervous system is moving, pulsating in your brain. Like, it's so many things that's constantly moving when it comes to your body. So even your body is constantly in vibration. So think about that. Keep that knowledge, because we're going to talk more about that. Another law that a lot of people forget about is law of attraction. It's actually one of the more popular laws. But law of attraction is one thing that if a lot of people understood it, they could attract better things into their life. So the law of attraction just means to pull something towards you, to draw something towards you. And we're going to talk about different ways to pull and draw the things that you want in your life towards you. So it's kind of the same way of saying birds of a feather flock together. Or you know how people say that you're going to be like the 5 people who you're around? That's the law of attraction. What you are consistently focusing on and consuming and thinking about is what you will attract. Who you think you are is what you will attract. So basically, in summary, what this is saying is that the patterns that you have inside of you internally is what you will be mirroring. Think about this in regards to your health, in regards to your wholeness and your well-being and your soundness, okay? We're getting to the point, okay? So we understand that sometimes you get into a certain emotional mindset, you start seeing life in that same emotional mindset. Now, it's been raining the past couple of days. Honestly, I've been feeling good about the rain. But what if you already was sad and it's raining in your area and it's dim outside, it's dark, you haven't had sunlight all day, and then you sad as hell? What do you think is going to happen? You're going to see the rain in that same sadness, maybe even worse. It may even ruin your mood even more. Okay? So versus someone who is super happy, you know, they may not be happy about the rain, but they're already on a high. They're happy about something. The rain is not going to destroy their happiness. They may even find something happy to experience in the rain. They may be like, let me go run in the rain in a bathing suit, you know? So 2 people can experience the same thing and have a completely different reaction to it just based off of who they are internally, how they feel internally, right? And that's what the law of attraction is. It's who you are, how you're feeling emotionally, what you're thinking about is what you're going to attract. Does it actually mean that you are the one attracting this into your life? Well, yes, it do. But it doesn't mean you're consciously going out there and bringing it into your life. What it means is that that's what you're focused on. So when you get an opportunity to see 3 things in front of you, the first thing you're going to notice is a thing that is aligned to what you're thinking about. If you're sad, you're immediately going to notice sad people. If you're happy, you're immediately going to notice happy people. It may not happen exactly like that, but that's an example. Rain is when you get the best sleep. I'm saying. Muhammad said, King Von, true story. That's your favorite song right now? Okay. That's a good song. It's a good story to it. I see you like storytelling. And also you think certain identities, they feel comfortable in certain places. You know, if you somebody who may have grown up in poverty and you don't dress like a businessman, if you go to an office, you may feel out of place. Does that mean you're actually out of place? Or is that just your internal clock, your internal mind making you feel that way? So again, this is the law of attraction that we're talking about currently. Hey, Terry. So here's some more examples if you are someone who needs to visualize these things. So a person who believes people are dangerous, okay? People are dangerous enters every space, and they go and enter spaces, and they're closed off spaces. And so people are going to feel that and respond with distance and reinforcing their belief. Because that person's going in that room and they may not realize this, but with that thought of people are dangerous, their body is also communicating these thoughts. Their body might be closed off. I got a funny story to tell y'all. I'm going to tell y'all in just a second. Their body might be closed off. You know, their attention may be off-putting to other people because they are thinking in their mind, people are dangerous, and so people are going to look at them and they're going to probably be put off. And what also is possible is that people can look at them and the most dangerous person in the room may be attracted to them because their mind is solely focused on dangerous people. So then they may have the opportunity to recreate that story of being around dangerous people unintentionally. Because that same dangerous person mindset is, who do I pick on to get what I want? And then they see the person whose body language is closed off and eye gaze is all over the place. And they say, oh, that guy right there, let me get him. Let me get him. Thank you, guys. So another one would be someone who's warm, confident, and open naturally receives more collaboration, invitations, and opportunity. You know those people who some people look at and they're like, oh, they're so annoying. Because they just walk in a room and they're smiling. And they go and they're wearing that bright yellow, green shirts. And they're joking with everybody. And they just flossing around the room. And everybody likes them and wants to give them stuff and take them everywhere. And then you got that one person who hating on them. They like, and it's like, well, why do they get everything? Because they believe they should. It comes natural to them because they feel like that's who they are. The law of attraction. So those are a couple of examples. You know, how you vibrate internally, the level of emotions that you're consistently feeling is going to influence your behavior, especially your nonverbal behavior and your actual actions. And how your actions and your nonverbal behavior go about will influence the environment that you're in. And it goes like that in a loop. And then that environment goes back and influences your vibration. They all have an inner working that all work together. So remember, y'all, your body is a musical instrument. You know, altogether it's producing a sound. It could be considered like an orchestra. I'm not someone who's into that type of music, but we can look at it like some type of musical, an orchestra. Tim's. Okay, we got another Tim's fan. So, you know, your nervous system is constantly giving off vibrations. Your digestive system has its own rhythm. Your immune system has its own vibrations. All of these things, your heart, your breath, like I said earlier, all these things are constantly giving off a vibration that comes together to create a universal sound for your body and a universal vibration. So whether that vibration is on a lower frequency or a lower level could dictate how you experience life compared to if your vibration is on a higher level. Here's another example. You ever seen those people who are like on their deathbed and they're dying? And they're like the happiest people, and people are like, why are they so happy? But they're like, you know, people feel like they should be sad and crying, but they're super like happy and appreciative and in gratitude. It doesn't stop them from experiencing pain, but their experience with pain is not going to be the same as someone who becomes super depressed by the pain that they're feeling due to whatever physical health issues that they're experiencing, right? So, you know, that super happy person is more surrounded by love and light and joy and laughing, whereas that one who's on a lower emotional scale, lower vibration, they may not feel that same way. You know, it could be somebody laughing around them. They're not going to laugh with them, right? It's going to be hard to laugh. It's going to be hard to joke and experience the happiness because they're not at that emotional level. Okay, somebody likes Barbie girl. Okay. They made peace with their life. Exactly. And so, you know, physically, scientists are not calling it low vibrations, of course, but here, that's what we call it. Low vibrations have true effects on people. So that's your cortisol rates increasing, adrenaline increasing, you in that fight or flight mode, shallow breathing. So that means you're not even taking full breaths. You're not really inspiring yourself, if you get what I mean. Your muscles are tensed. There's that nonverbal body language that people don't speak about when it comes to living in a low vibrating life. Your body is constantly tense. You're just like the whole time. Your digestion is messed up. People be talking about, I have bad digestion. The food doesn't digest. No, you have some emotional issues that you're not processing. And it's keeping you on a lower level, emotional level, frequency level, a low vibration. You're vibrating low. Your sleep becomes impaired. You have more inflammation in your body. And that's versus someone who has a higher vibrating system. Thank you, guys. Someone who's vibrating higher. So they're going to be someone who's more likely to have deeper breaths, stronger nervous system, stable digestion, balanced hormones, improved sleep, and reduced inflammation. And so when it comes to these things like this, we talked about how America is already not set up for us to be healthy. You know, especially if you live in a big city. You got lack of sunlight directly on your skin. You got unhealthy processed food that destroys our hormones. You have so many things. Even the clothes that we wear interfere with our body's ability to vibrate at a high frequency. Like, there's so many things in America, and I'm American, so we're going to talk about it. And even in India, I was watching a video the other day about how the genetically modified things and seeds in India will affect the people there, and how they're already affecting the animals there, and how the regulations for those same seeds in India are not being regulated. So be careful, my Indian people. Y'all next. That's what it's looking like. America first, y'all next. So the reason why we're asking about music, because we've talked so much about atonement, because we're all sinners. We're all born sinners. Hello, sinner, you. So we're all born sinners. We can't help it. And the thing about it is that when you wake up in that mindset, you know, it's in our genetics at this point, being who we are, we have to every day seek atonement. Because we're gonna, if we don't do our due diligence to put us back into that state of oneness, of feeling like we're one and at peace with ourselves, there it's going to kind of become one of those like rolling down the hill and gaining momentum and gaining heat and gaining more and more trauma and struggle. So every single day we have to seek atonement. So we know in our previous video the way that we sought atonement was, you know, go outside in the morning especially and get some sunlight, you know. In this particular video, I want to talk about gaining atonement. Remember, atonement is coming back into one and feeling oneness, right? Getting back into alignment and feeling well, feeling sound. That's what atonement is. So today's video, the way that we're going to seek atonement is through vibrations and attraction. It's through those two laws. And so through vibrations, there's many things that you can do to support your own personal vibration. Make sure y'all like the live, y'all. There's many things you can do to atone for your personal vibration. First thing first, think about the music you're listening to. So y'all know I love Mona Leo, so I can listen to Mona Leo all the time. But one of my favorite songs right now is In the Morning. It's called In the Morning by Jagged Edge. I love that song so much. That's the one I can listen to, like, repeat. Play it again. Play it again. I'm one of those people who can listen to the same song over and over again for like 10 minutes. I'm not gonna lie. That's one of my favorite songs right now. And it's very calming. And it helps me visualize and all the things. But some of the songs, I was asking what y'all's favorite song is because I wanted to know what vibration are y'all on right now? How y'all vibrating right now? So, you know, there's different reasons why people like different songs. Like how somebody said they like the, what's that man's name? Somebody said Night and Day Temptations. Working all night and day. Edward, I would say that you have an old soul. That's what I would say, Edward. It sounds like you missed that time frame or you are heavily connected to your grandparents or parents. You definitely have an old soul. Might be a Taurus moon. Or a Cancer moon. Who knows? Somebody said my favorite song is Touch. Okay, Boo said my favorite song is Barbie Girl. So then what I think about is very lighthearted energy. You are in a moment of your life where if you listen to it right now at least, you are someone who's going to be in a lighthearted energy, probably very bubbly, adorable. What's some other songs we see? Gangsta Is My Jam. By who? Oh, okay, by Tim's. That's who. Okay. So, Jodeci, My Heart Belongs to You. Okay. Boo, are you a black woman? Yes, Rico. You know, I just like the music. It don't remind me of my childhood. I just like the music. Boo, you a white man listening to Barbie Girl? Okay, I love that for you. So are you? Let me know. Crazy Boosie. Crazy by Boosie. Oh, they think I'm crazy. That one. Okay, Mackendale allegations. If I could say anything, you from Louisiana. That's where you from. I know you from Louisiana. Oh, you like women. Oh, you just like the song. Okay, I love it for you. Look, see, one track mind for me. One track mind. So, the songs that you listen to can, you from Indiana? Okay. You said wave the hand? Wave the hand like this? Like, what you mean? What you mean? You like girl power songs? Okay, so you a feminist. That's what I'm hearing. Shout out to New Zealand. Okay, so you got to start thinking about the type of music that you listen to, because music is a way of atonement and getting back into that state of oneness that a lot of us are seeking. You know, a lot of times it's natural for us to experience the highs and lows of life. You might feel super sad one day, you might feel super happy, but we have to be those interrupters. We cannot allow ourselves to sit in low vibrational emotions for a long period of time. Okay, friend. My friend Boo said girl power. I love that for you, because girl power. Yeah. So, we have to be our interrupters and not allow ourselves to sit in low vibrational vibrations for a long time. So the way that we atone for those misalignments when we're in those moods that we don't feel comfortable in is through music. I will say sometimes you do have to feel those emotions first, but you don't want to sit in those negative emotions for a long period of time, right? So the way you get out of it is music. You need a playlist that is going to get you out of those moods. Like sometimes if I'm just not focusing and I know I need to focus, I'll turn on jazz music. Or when I'm not having the best day, I'm gonna turn on Mona Leo, period. Every time. I'm turning her on every time. So we have to, yeah, no, that was weird. I'm gonna go ahead and block. That was weird, John, wasn't it? Oh, that's a compliment. She did just lose a lot of weight too. Okay, Boo said, I get so weak in the knees, I can hardly speak. I lose all control and something takes over me. Yeah, period. Hey, Neek, welcome back. So, music is literal vibrations. Law of vibrations, constantly moving. Music is literal vibrations. Sound waves vibrate through the air, through bones, through your inner ear. Sound waves are constantly vibrating through you. There are sound waves that you probably don't even hear. You know, there's secret sound waves in movies, secret sound waves in commercials that you may not hear. I think those should be illegal. I don't know for sure if they are, but you know, there's always something out there that may be influencing your own internal vibration. They may have a system in every large city throwing out frequencies. And the brain also fires new patterns based on your rhythm, your pitch, and your tone. Music activates emotional centers, influencing your mood and your stress, and music changes heart rate, breath, posture, and muscle tones. So if you're ever in a moment where you feel misaligned, you have one of the easiest things, if you not going out to go get some sunlight, is through music. Get to a song that will make you feel better. I would also say be careful of the words that you're consuming. Like I told you earlier, I had to stop listening to sad man music all the time. Now I listen to it more infrequently. But I mean, there's certain albums that I just really love. But I try to be aware that, okay, if I keep listening to this music over and over again, it's going to affect my mood, my mind, what I'm thinking about. What else did I want to say about that? Okay, boo. What song that made you feel better nowadays? Like better? Mona Leo. Trap Soul was a good album for sure, for sure. Savage said Morgan Wallen just in case. Is that country music? Morgan Wallen sound like a country song. I feel that. That's why I don't listen to Rod Wave. But yeah, I don't listen to Rod Wave. Like they're like Boss Man, D-Lo. I love his music, but there's certain songs I have to stop listening to. Because he always talking about crashing and dying. I'm like, what's wrong with you? Are you okay? You okay in the brain? Like, I love his music, but there's certain songs I literally have to take off of my playlist. John said, get out of my head. You don't have the season boo baby sound yet. Oop. Okay. So, you know, people already use music as a subconscious atonement. You know, sad music to process sadness. Y'all know y'all been sad and y'all said, let me just play this sad song. Let me process through this song. I just want to cry. Y'all know that's one of my little suggestions all the time. As if you sad, you trying to get over a guy, go listen to some sad music, take a couple of shots and cry and get it out of the way. You know, people, when they go to the gym, they want to be hyped. They're going to listen to their hype music. Or, you know, people who want to calm down, they're going to calm down. And I know you guys have been in a moment where you guys wanted to be calm. And then you play some music and it was like overly stimulating because it was too hype. And what'd you do? Turned that off. Yep. I know that's what you did. You turned it off because we want to listen to the music that we're vibrating at that moment. And it starts to clash with who we are, our identity, and how we're feeling if we're listening to music that is opposite to who we are. So okay. So we want to start thinking about using music to regulate our nervous system and regulate our vibration in the way that we want it to go. One of the things that I've been enjoying listening to is manifestation music. It's 2025, y'all. When I tell y'all 2025 is one of the best years to be alive for any conscious person. Any conscious person, it's one of the best and one of the worst. I'm not gonna say one of the worst, but it's one of the best years, but it's still difficult. It's still difficult because the thing about it is that we do have these demonic, we putting it into certain, I'm using certain vocabulary words like demonic and sin because number one, sin was in our vocabulary words when it comes to health and wealth. But I like to use these because people perk their ears up when they hear things like demonic. But we're living in a more demonic world. Don't be scared when I say it, okay? That just means that we have obstacles put up against us, like processed foods, you know, all these lights outside that's giving off these frequencies. That's what I wanted to tell you. I want to tell y'all a story. You know, we stay up at night on our phones. Some of y'all be drinking soda, you know, and y'all be eating unhealthy, eating sugar all the time. So those are demonic things that I'm discussing. I'm not talking about actual ghosts because I've never seen a ghost personally. Maybe y'all have, who knows. But a couple of years ago, I was living in this area and there was like really bad rain. And so it was like a little storm with the rain. And out of the blue, the entire area that I lived in, all of the electricity went out. There were like 0 to no lights in that area. No electricity. Nobody had electricity. You walked outside, it's like pitch black. Unless you had a phone. And I think what that taught me was I didn't have nothing to do except for my phone was already dying because I didn't know that the electricity was about to go out. But I sat there and I read a book with my flashlights. And then I sat there and I wrote down my goals and what I wanted for myself. And the funny thing about it is that there was a woman, y'all know I'm really big on mentorship, but there was a woman who I really wanted to work with at the time. And her prices were so outrageously out of my price range. You know, it was outrageously far, you know, like 6 figures. I said, oh my God. And I wrote down, I said, I want to work with this woman. Like, I want to work with this woman one day. The next day, the woman put out something saying, oh, you know, I don't usually do this, but I'm going to host a group call for a fee, a certain fee that was more within my price range than the original one. And what I realized is that the electricity in our environments is interfering with our vibrations and our ability to really manifest the things that we desire in this world. And I feel like, me personally, I don't know, this is not the science, but I feel like personally that the electricity and everything that's in the city life is constricting our ability to expand in certain ways. I'm not saying that it's limiting you 100%. I'm not saying it's not possible to expand, but I do feel like if we got out of the city more often, it will be, and you know, we still focus on what we wanted and build our life in the direction that we wanted, we could probably get there quicker. Manifest it better? I don't know. Hey, Will. So, you know, we want to think about, okay, Cowboy said he in a country. How you feel about living in a country? Hey, Gary. How you been, friend? A lot of demonic music. Yes, demonic music. Somebody said she need a white king. That's crazy. John Coltrane, my favorite thing. Okay, okay. Am I feminist? I don't know. I don't know if I'm a feminist. I wouldn't put the title, but I do think that women should have rights. Do I want women to go to war? If they want to. Not me. Do I want women to work hard? If they want to. Not me. So I think it just depends. What does a woman want? Women should be able to get what they want if that's what they want. And if they can manage it, they should be able to do it. Cowboy says it's cool and lonely at night. You live out there by yourself? Or you got a family? Gary was well. Gary, you gotta get out them streets, friend. You gotta get out them streets, y'all. Make sure y'all double tap the live. You want your future woman to work for you? Okay. As long as she don't overwork herself. Give her like 2 hours a day to work. I don't know. So let's start using music as atonement to get us back to the vibration that we're seeking. Not everybody wants to be happy all the time. You don't have to be happy all the time. It's just not necessary. Not everybody wants to be sad all the time, and not everybody wants to be in awe all the time. It's okay to fluctuate emotions. It's okay to experience different emotions. So make sure that you are listening to music that is working towards you feeling the way you want to feel. So music is a daily vibrational intervention. It's a form of medicine if you're using it in a way. So be aware of the music that's going against how you really want to feel. If you are trying to manifest a healthy relationship, maybe you shouldn't consistently listen to Drake. I don't know. I'm just saying because I do it. So maybe you shouldn't consistently listen to, what do we say, Ride Wave. Because Don't Ride Wave, he got like a baby mom. He's like married or something, but he was caught cheating. I don't know. Because somebody was like, how you always making sad music, but you out here doing the cheating? Okay. So, we want to make sure we listen to music that is in our interests and it can support us in getting to where we want to be. Another way to improve your health, Mr. Allegedly, I'm dead. Another way we're going to start doing to improve our health and get into atonement. Atonement at one. Being in a state of at one. Okay, that's what we're missing, because that's why we don't feel whole, because we don't feel at one, because there are misalignments and we're not in order. We're not in the order that we want to be in. We're not in the direction that we want to go in. That's the problem with a lot of people's health. Okay, can I say I'm staying disciplined? I love that for you. So we have to start looking at what we're attracting with our thoughts. These are the laws of the land. You are a magnet. It's polarity. It's things that you're constantly drawing towards you in your life. So you got to realize times when you have those low vibrating thoughts like, I'm behind in life. Hello, Philip. How do you manifest a black queen? Be yourself. And I'm trying not to be too funny. Hold up. Let me not be too funny. Okay. So, be yourself. And go outside to places that you like to go. And if you see a beautiful black woman, compliment her and take her on a date. And enjoy the day and bring her gifts on the first date. Bring her flowers. I'm putting you on. I'm putting you down. I'm putting you on. Y'all, another thing, sometimes when I smile, y'all know my eyes are already kind of small. So I start smiling and then my eyes start watering. Okay, boo, so why you asking me, friend? You in Atlanta? Why y'all all want advice? I'm telling y'all advice every day that I come on here. So, y'all. Anywho, so if you have thoughts like, okay, I'm behind in life or I'm not good enough, your body responds to those thoughts. Your body gets uncomfortable with those thoughts. And things like your body gets tense, your breath, your how you breathe gets shallow, and then you just start feeling heavier overall. That is a form of manifestation. That is physical manifestation. You are, through your physical body, your thoughts are manifesting in your physical body, and your body is communicating with you the thoughts. So when you start feeling tense, if you start feeling like you're not breathing, shallow breathing, you have to lock in. And you can do these things by focusing on your breathing. Just, that's one of the easiest things a human being can do. Is just focus on their breathing and breathe deeper. Thank you, Gary. One of the easiest things a person can do when they get into these misalignments is to stretch and relax it out. Stretch and relax it out. These are the easiest things that a person can do. But we forget that we do have simple medicine to ease our disorders. You get it? Disorders are misalignments. You said, please give me advice about my crush. My parents don't really care about me, and my crush started ghosting me. I'm only 13, and I don't know what to do. And I've been trying to lock in, but it's not working. Help. Your parents, you say your parents don't really care about you. And so because you're 13, I'm putting you on. I'm about to put you on, friend. Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. DCU. Are you ready? You say your parents don't care about you, so that's the type of love you're going to attract. See what you're focused on. This is the conversation for today. We're talking about law of attraction and vibrations. You, in your mind, the way that love is supposed to look like is someone not focusing on you and not caring you. And so you have to, you're a man, I'm guessing you're a young boy. Man and young boy should chase. They should pursue. The better response is pursue. A young man and a young man and a young boy should pursue the person that they want to be with. But chase someone who does not care nor like you is a different thing. That means you're seeking validation. And because we talk about the law of attraction, that's the only person that you can focus on, because that's the only thing you know. So my advice for a young buck like you, DCU, is to stop dating. It's not the time. You're 13 years old. Focus on school. Go find a job. Start making content on YouTube. Who knows? Don't date. It's not the time. Chase money, then get a wife. Go to therapy. You're young. Go talk to your counselors. Go play a sport. Play basketball, football. Don't play football. I'm not really the person to promote football. Go play basketball, soccer. Go to a knitting club, a book club. Well, just because your mom doesn't believe in it does not mean that you have to share the same beliefs as she do. And if you think that therapy is for weak people, you'll never be strong. Therapy is for people who need support, like you. So I'm not going to get too far off the topic, but I do think that's a perfect example of attraction. What we attract, she'll ground me. That shows that you're too young. You say your mom doesn't care, but she cares about something. Gary's talking about, I don't chase him, I replace him. Oh my. Oh my. So we're going to get back on track. Okay. Everyone needs therapy. Yes. Okay. Till said you're slim to none. Okay. Eric said, I was 16 when I had my first girlfriend go play with Legos. Y'all are hilarious. Everyone got to go to therapy at least once. Mentorship, therapy, counseling. We getting back to oneness. We are atoning for our sins, you sinners. Okay? Then mother efforts will respect you. Mother efforts. I'm thinking, you saying mother efforts. Gary's hilarious. Okay, Caroline said Blackpink is their favorite song. Okay. Okay, so I did want to talk about gratitude today, but I think that gratitude is a whole conversation within itself. But gratitude is a way that you can focus how you will your life. So we talk about well-being, and will is just another version of will, right? Will is your ability to do something, right? So we always talk in grammar. I teach students future tense grammar. And what is future tense grammar? I will do da da da. So even future tense grammar is a form of willing your life. So being able to be comfortable, especially in your body, and say, I will be successful. Well, if you say that, how comfortable does your body feel when you say that? Does your body get tense? Well, these are the moments where you can start willing your life and also doing the physical body work to relax your body so that when you say it, your body is not tense, or it doesn't feel unnatural in your body, and your body is not communicating with you that it's unnatural. So these are ways that you're going to atone for your sins, get back into alignment, and get back into wellness. Doesn't mean that you do this one time and your life is fixed. No. It means that you consistently have to atone for your sins every single day. Gratitude is a daily thing. Your music choice is a daily thing. These are things that that you're probably doing daily. Most people listen to music every day. Every day people are listening to music. It's one of the biggest industries that people make money on. So you want to make sure that when you are in gratitude, understand that gratitude, just like prayer, can be a consistent thing. It's an every second thing. You are constantly thinking. The thing about it is that most people think negative thoughts on average more often, right? Let's say 80+% of our thoughts are considered to be more negative. Gratitude is a way of thinking. It's not always, I am thankful for the food that I ate. Oh, I am so blessed because, no, gratitude is, I will do this, and being confident in that will. Gratitude is, I am happy. Gratitude is, I am successful. Gratitude is already knowing that your goals that you're seeking are possible and that they're here, and that you're, even if you can't see it, that you're on your way there. Gratitude is thinking about the things that you want as if you're almost there, right? These are different forms of gratitude that people don't really always think about, because people are always preaching, write 3 things you're grateful for every day. And then people are saying, I'm grateful for my home. I'm grateful for my car. Exactly. It's a form of affirmations. Gratitude are your affirmations, just like prayer are your consistent thoughts. People say, I need to pray every day. Well, there is a sense of intentional praying, but you're always connected to the divine. That it's not even a phone call away. You're always on the phone, baby. You ever been always on the phone? You're always on the phone, in communication with the divine through many ways. So just the same way that music can atone for your sins, gratitude and redirecting your thoughts can atone for your sins as well. Remember my sinners. I keep calling y'all sinners because it's so funny to me. When we talk about this, we're not talking about religious, being a sinner and being religious. No. We're talking about health in a state of well-being, wholeness, being sound. And when you break that down, when you break down well-being, it means to be in a satisfactory manner. And when you break down being satisfied, it gets deeper and deeper. And if someone's not satisfied, it just means that they're unaligned and that they are in a state of sin. We're not talking about religious sin. So, another thing that people don't think about when it comes to their health and their well-being is their tone. So we always talk about our nervous system being one of our musical instruments within us. We have a thing called our vagus nerve. And this vagus nerve is highly connected to many parts of our body. By Gary Fran, many parts of our body, and especially to the tone of our voice, right? So even in the tone of your voice can dictate your alignment. It can dictate many things. It's like the tone of your voice is a nonverbal cue. And that's nonverbal is what we communicate with most of the time. Remember that. 90% of the time, we're communicating with life and the people around us nonverbally. So the tone of your voice is a nonverbal cue that communicates things, and it communicates your vibration. What? Okay. So, harshness and complaint send a certain vibration, and that's different from sincerity and blessings that can send another one. So the way that we use these nonverbal skills, which we should probably do a whole video about that, nonverbal skills, we use these to align us to the lifestyle that we desire. A lot of times, if we just focus more on our nonverbal instead of what we're actually saying and affirming, it will get us further than just saying the same thing every time, every day. I know, right, John? It will soften our nervous system, which is one of the loudest instruments in your body, and it will recalibrate your emotional side of yourself. So now I want to get into the experiments when it comes to vibrations and attraction, and certain experiments that I love. One of my favorite books is by Masaru Emoto, and I actually have a whole playlist of my favorite books on my channel if you guys are interested in listening to some of them. But Masaru Emoto was, I think it was Japanese. He was a scientist, and he did an experiment on the effect of vibrations, thoughts, and sound and music on water. Have you guys ever heard of that? Cowboy said that you have that book. Yes, that's my favorite book. So, hi Silas. Hi Silas. Okay. So, let me pull up an image. Okay. Let's do that. You can't really see it right there. So, you see these are different water crystals that were frozen and imaged, right? So, he took pictures of these different water crystals. And what happens is he exposed different crystals to certain music, words, and they formed differently once they were frozen. So this is not one of those sciences, and again, New Age science is often not accepted. And I think it's also because this experiment is not an easy experiment to recreate. Like, you need a lot to recreate this type of experiment. So this is, I'm going to be honest and say that there's limitations to this experiment, and not a lot of people believe in it, but me personally, I do, because I've done this, not this particular one on crystals, but y'all know, if y'all been with me, the Apple experiments that I've been telling y'all about, and I've seen it myself. So you see, like, with different songs and different words, how the crystals were created. So with this Amazing Grace one, the crystals seem very uniformed. But with this, he said, you disgust me. Look how that looks, right? It's not pleasant to the eyes. Let's just say that. This one, it says, thank you. Down here, thank you. And look how beautiful in shapes it looks. I believe this one up here, if you can see it, is a heavy metal song. So this one right here is a heavy metal song. That's how it's affecting that crystal. Now, I do believe that these things are very subjective to see, right? It's a subjective experience to look at this and be like, oh, that's ugly or that's cute. But one of the other things that they discussed in this book was that there was a lake, and I can't remember exactly what was wrong with the lake, but they got a group of people to pray over the lake. And then, like, not too soon after they prayed over the lake, a dead body floated out of the lake. Like, this was an actual story. Hey, Haywood. So, the way that you support your own personal vibrations, what are you saying? What are you consuming via your music? Right? Because that is what's going to affect the way that you vibrate. even with these crystals, you see that even with every single, this looks like a snowflake, but these are like crystallized water, right? They have a common recreation. They recreate the same thing, right? Because this is their vibration. They have like a core, and then they vibrate out in the same manner in all ends. I don't think I've ever seen a crystal that does not have the same type of like, I don't know what you call these on the outside, these flakes. Hey Mia. But I don't think I've ever seen one that doesn't have like the same pattern. That's what it is. So the same way that our personal vibrations have the same pattern is the same way that these water flakes do. And the thing about it is that we're human. We are majority water, right? Our body is made up of water. We can't just freeze ourselves and look at, the patterns in our in our body the way that we can do with these experiments. But you can think about it and be like, you see where I'm going? So, these type of experiments right here, when it comes to Masaru Emoto's experiments on water, and also if you've been in the past and you've seen my experiment with the apples. Let me see if I can find a quick image with the apples for anybody who hasn't seen that experiment that I've done with the apples. And even still, I still have those apples in the same jar, and they are completely different. Like, seriously, they old as hell though, but here they are. They're old, but they're like the one that's the bad apple. Can y'all see this? I hope it's not in the way. What the hecky? There we go. Hopefully that's not in the way. Bonsoir. Even still, these apples are from months ago. But this apple, if you've seen the updated version, this apple still looks 10 times worse than this apple does. And this is the same thing when it comes to how we speak to things, what we're saying, and how they're affecting the vibrations that they're putting off. Contrast is crazy. Y'all know I did an experiment part 2. And it's the same thing. It's like the same. It's not the same exact thing because I didn't put water in the jars this time. But you do see, John's talking about 4 apples. John, you always talking about 4 apples. You still see that contrast and difference with the apples. You missed me, Adam. Hey, Adam. How are you? Welcome back. So those are physical images to give you physical proof that your vibrations are consistently affecting you. You have your internal vibrations that's affecting your physical behavior, whether that's constricted or expansive, and that's affecting how you are engaging with your environment and what you're focusing on. So think about these when you think about your health. When you are in a moment where you don't feel aligned to who you want to be in that moment, what are you doing to atone for those sins? Hey, Jeffrey. What are you doing to atone for those sins of you being misaligned to your divine law and getting back into the order that you desired? Because most of the time, human order is, okay, most of the time when it comes to being in order is knowing what direction you're going, right? And this is one thing that we haven't talked about much, but we always, if you read the book, if you read one of the best books in the world, You Are Programmed, which you can purchase down below in the description, you'll know that one of the first steps to getting reprogrammed is being clear and having clarity. Okay, Adam, I'm gonna start ignoring you. You getting off topic. So, anywho, one of the first things that you need is clarity. So when it comes to you getting back into alignment is knowing where do you want to be. Today we're talking about the laws of the land, Adam, to get back into a healthy state of being. The laws of the land. Vibrations, attraction, music, thoughts, gratitude, all the things. The scenario king. Make sure y'all double tap the live, y'all. Oh, thank you, 365. It's Perry the Platypus. It's Perry the Platypus, y'all. So, you know, humans are made up of mostly water. Let's be so realistic and realize that we have to control our vibration and reprogram the water that's already in us. You know, we're constantly releasing and receiving. You know, you want to make sure that you're consuming things in a grateful manner. That's why people bless their foods, right? Because we want to bless the things that are that we're consuming. You know, our cells are constantly listening to us. Our body is constantly being reprogrammed. Again, atonement is not a one-day thing. Atonement is the word for all of our health lives. That's what we're going to be talking about, is atonement. So, you know, atonement is misalignment, and in order to be healthy, we have to bring ourselves back to the wholeness that we desire to feel. And misalignment equates to chronic low vibration. A lot of times people are not happy with themselves because they realize that they are subconsciously knowing that they're not aligned to the lifestyle that they want to be, or the lifestyle that they want to live. You know, misalignment equates to fear, chaos, resentment, numbness, fatigue, emotional disconnection, which is what I help you guys with. Hi. You guys are misaligned. Let me help you guys get back in alignment. You know, you being in those constant low vibrating states results in you having tension, exhaustion, unhealthy, dysregulated relationships, being in survival mode. So atonement, remember, we're breaking it down to at one meant, being in a state of one, in peace, in awe, in amazement, being in divine order, divine law, is returning back to your natural harmony with the natural laws. So we talked about sunlight. So getting that sunlight in the morning, getting music that is focused on your direction, where you want to be, music that supports your nervous system and vibrating the way that you want it to vibrate. Let's start controlling the vibrations that we're sending out, y'all. Gratitude for recalibrating yourself, right? Being in the mindset of focusing on where you're going instead of what's holding you back. And only times you want to really focus on what's holding you back is if you're figuring out a way to overcome it. But if you're not figuring out ways to overcome, then that means you're stuck in that negative feedback loop, keeping you stuck. We don't want to be stuck. We don't want to be stuck. So, you know, we also want to make sure we're in environments that support our nervous system. You ever been around haters and you just happy-go-lucky and you around somebody who just hate their life? Not a good vibration to be in. Not a good environment to be in. Time to go. So, you know, these are the things that I want you guys to think about. Again, the key word for health is atonement. And atonement is not a one-day thing. Like they always tell us, we are born sinners. You know, we're born in the world of sin. Therefore, you are naturally a sinner. So every day you have to wake up, because we are going to be misaligned easily. You know, we're not going to always get the opportunity to wake up and be perfectly aligned to where we want to be, especially when you are engaging in different environments or that are not supportive to who you want to be. You know, different people. You are in different situations that you feel like is going against who you want to be. You have to be the one to will your life back in the direction that you want it to be in. Okay? So that's our conversation for today. You know, this is your opportunity to start using music in a way that supports the direction that you want to be in, the alignment that you want to be in. You know, start using your mindset and your nonverbal cues, i.e. your breathing, your tone, the tenseness in your body, where your eyes are focusing on. You know, your mouth, the way, how tense your mouth could be, you know. There's so many things that you can start focusing on to kind of get you back in order in the state that you are seeking, right? So that's the conversation I want to have with you guys today about vibrations in music and all the things. Y'all are having a whole conversation. Okay, Adam. Cowboy, you said song 311, Amber is a good vibe. I wonder if I heard that before. Lloyd is water, Lloyd is good. Lloyd, like the singer? I'm confused. Okay. Universe meaning one. Yeah. Okay. Hey, Godson Bless. How you been, friend? Godson Bless came in. Godson Bless. Now, you be getting on to me, Godson Bless, about arguing with the trolls. Are we switching? Are we switching roles today, Godson Bless? It was hard to stay focused. John, I'm sorry. You gotta start telling me who to block so I can block them. If there's a group consensus about blocking people, I'll just block them. Okay, here we go. We got somebody who finally said Rod Wave, y'all. Hey, Jalea. Jalea like Rod Wave. Okay. Platypus, you said, I hate it when people hate you even before they know you. The funny thing about it is that they don't hate you. They hate what you give off. The vibrations you get off. So, it's never your problem. It's always theirs. It's always their problem. Never yours. So, remember that. Okay, Adam said on the main act. Who you remind me of, Adam? You remind me of this somebody. I forgot their name. But you remind me of somebody. Chasing Shadows by Alex Warrant. Okay, so I'm going to start looking. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start looking at some of these songs and the vibrations that they give off. So, well, y'all, I'm about to start looking through some of the songs. If y'all put y'all's favorite song up earlier in the live, re-put it. Hopefully my chat don't be going slow. I remind you of Brad Pitt. Okay. Okay, so we're going to do Chasing Shadows by Alex Warren. Okay, so that's what we'll do first. Let's see what y'all are manifesting with these songs. I don't know what this song Chasing Shadows is. I never heard of it. But this song carries a longing, wounded, yet determined emotional frequency. It feels like wanting closeness but being afraid of losing it, feeling unseen or unchosen, trying to hold on to someone who feels distant, grieving a love that is slipping but still hoping it can come back, self-blame mixed with desperate loyalty. The nervous system state this activates is anxious attachment and energy. So what it seems like is if you Chasing Shadows by Alex Warren, if you listen to that, you are manifesting anxious attachment energy, hypervigilance, overthinking, and emotional intensity and fear of abandonment. It's a I want you so badly it hurts type of frequency. So this song vibrates at a frequency of attachment, hunger, emotional chasing, romantic grief, fear of loss, fear of replacement, devotion mixed with insecurity. So how this song can be manifested is relationships where they love harder than they are loved back. Eric, have you experienced relationships where you feel like you love them harder than they love you? Do you experience emotionally unavailable or distant, uncertain partners? Do you experience almost relationships or lovers who take a long time to commit? So you got to think about those things. John said, don't come back. Okay, let's look at a different song. Okay, who else got a song? We're gonna look at the last one somebody said was 25 Rod Wave. That's what you big. So you, Eric, you gotta realize that's what you manifesting with the music that you're listening to. You're remanifesting it. You are feeding that vibration, so it's maintaining that vibration. So you can't listen to that song if you want to. I mean, you can listen to whatever song you want to do, but if you want to manifest something differently, you're gonna have to turn that song off. So let's do 25 Rod Wave. I never heard of that before. That's what you experienced. God some bless. God some bless. What's your favorite song? Yeah, put y'all's favorite songs right now. We're going to analyze what y'all manifesting based on y'all's favorite song. Oh, I might have to call myself out and put the song that I'm listening to right now. Rod Wave, Depressing. Yeah. For sure. Adam, I'm about to put you on mute. I'm not going to block you. I'm just going to put you on mute. So this song 25 by Rod Wave, its vibration is not just sadness, it's emotional exhaustion, burden carrying, outgrowing people too early. So the vibrations that this song is: burden, isolation, survival mode, trauma, numbness, premature maturity, hopeless ambition. And it vibrates at survival, but not thriving, just surviving. Emotional fatigue, discouragement, self-protection, feeling abandoned by life and people. So when you listening to this song, and I'll do, who's the next person? Somebody said Out of My Body by Jet, and we'll look into that in just a second. So if you listen to 25 by Rod Wave, you're manifesting feeling like life is harder than it should be. You're manifesting attracting people who need saving rather than people who support you. You're manifesting relationships where you feel alone with somebody. You're manifesting having to do everything alone. You're manifesting being misunderstood. You're manifesting overworking because you don't trust anyone to help you. You're manifesting repeated cycles. You're manifesting trauma bonding, believing love must be earned, and accepting struggle as your norm. John is hilarious. John is sick of it. John is sick of it. Adam's talking about that's what brothers do. Adam is actually hilarious. Y'all. Okay, let's do Out of My Body by Jet. I never heard of this song either. Yeah, if y'all feel like people need to be blocked, y'all the moderators. I don't care what y'all do. Y'all know better than I would. Look up Funky Chicken. Who's that by? So Jet. Okay, he looked like somebody. I don't know. So this song is a song of dissociative, rebellious, numb but hyped, escapism driven. So this song manifests through emotional vibrations that manifest is escapism, emotional numbness, detachment from reality, rebellion, self-preservation through avoidance, overstimulation but shut down, hyper-independence disguised as freedom. The song vibrates at avoidance, disconnection, running from responsibilities or feelings, using intensity to mask emptiness. Ooh, sounds like a lot. I'm overwhelmed even reading this, y'all. I'm overwhelmed. This song is confusion and identity. So the listener is manifesting listening to this song. What is it called again? What's the song called again? Out of My Body by Jet. You are manifesting numbness instead of clarity. Remember, we need to manifest clarity, not numbness. You're manifesting disconnection from your intuition. You're manifesting avoiding partners. There's a lot of people not manifesting healthy relationships over here, y'all. You're manifesting people who are inconsistent or unavailable. You're manifesting feeling like life is blurry or chaotic, not feeling grounded or stable. This also manifests avoiding responsibilities or delaying decisions. So if you feel like you the type of person who cannot make decisions, you probably gonna like this song by Jet. whoever the song is. You are manifesting, attracting chaos and overstimulation. Oh, just like I said, I already felt overstimulated just reading this, and I never even heard the song. Even looking at the person's picture, he looked like that star. What's his name? Six Tenchion? No, that's two different people. It's the Hispanic guy who was real popular at one point with the colorful rainbow hair. You listen to this song, you manifested not fully inhabiting your life or taking ownership of your desires. Ooh. You listen to that song, you dissociating for real. Book a free 15-minute with me. 6ix9ine, that's what it is. Mental health crisis, that's what that song is. If you listen to that song, that's definitely a mental health crisis. Hey Lou, dude probably in high school, that's probably what it is. Now Adam, you know you will not be a moderator on this channel. No sirski. What song should I do next, y'all? Okay, let me see. GEL by Collective Soul. Is that? No, Godson said one of my all-time songs, I Don't Look Any Further. Don't Look Any Further by Dennis Edwards. Okay. Okay, this is old school. Okay, y'all ready? This song is smooth. Smooth, grounded, masculine, reassuring, and intimate. Okay. The frequency is you're safe with me. I choose you. I'm about to go listen to this song right now. This song vibrates at reassurance, masculine stability. Oh, y'all know I love that. Protection, energy, confidence without arrogance, desire without desperation, emotional presence, ease and sensuality, partnership and not confusion. Ooh. We gotta listen to this music. It's not anxiety, not chaotic. Ooh. It's vibrating at security, commitment, emotional stability, romantic leadership, ease, luxury, softness. I like this song. I never even heard of this song before, y'all. I'm about to listen to it right now. Right after we get off of here, y'all. I'm about to listen to it. So if you listening to this song, you are manifesting a man who is emotionally certain and chooses you outright. You manifesting a stable, grown, masculine partner. You manifesting a relationship with clarity, commitment, and comfort. You're manifesting a lover who sees you as the one, not an option. You're manifesting devotion without confusion. Adam, don't say nothing. You manifested a man who takes the lead and brings peace, emotional consistency, feeling chosen, feeling secure, feeling desired in a grounded way, being treated as irreplaceable. Y'all, if you manifesting a man, it's the song to listen to. Dennis Edwards. Hey, friend. I'm going to start listening to your music. Never heard of him before. This song carries intention, devotion, and presence. I love it. This is a marriage vibration, not a situationship. This is a marriage vibration. So if you manifesting, that's what's on the putting it on repeat. Yes, John. I gotta go figure it out. Is there any other songs y'all want me to look into before we get off of here? I'm scrolling up to see what everybody has said earlier. Song 311. Amber. Okay, Adam said Marvin Gaye. Okay. Hey, Shane. 311 song is warm, soothing, nostalgic, calming, emotionally stabilizing. Okay, it carries a sunset vibration. Okay, I think this is the cowboy who lived out in the country. Okay, it carries the vibration of warmth, acceptance, quiet devotion, peaceful love, stability and ease, emotional ease, contentment, gentleness, healing presence, gratitude for someone's energy. Ooh. You listening to this song, you manifesting a partner whose presence feels peaceful, calm. Okay, y'all, we gotta make a playlist. I'm getting some good music on here. We gotta make a playlist. Never even heard of these before. You manifesting a partner whose presence feels peaceful, calming, and grounding. A relationship with minimal drama and maximal emotional ease. A soft, supporting, tender love. A lover who cherishes your energy and personality. Ooh. You manifested inner peace. A life with less chaos. A slower, more mindful pace. More self-love and self-acceptance. This song attracts stable, calm, emotionally safe, masculine energy. Y'all. You butchering the words to the song, Adam. Oh. Okay, let's do Adam's song. What is that? What's that? Marvin Gaye what? What's the name of that song? When I get that feeling, I want simple healing. Sexual healing? Okay. Thank you, Gummy Bear. 2 Live Crew, The Funk Shop. You want me to look that one up? I'm in. Okay, so Sexual Healing by Marvin Gaye. Sensual, tender, emotionally open, grown, intimate. Divine, masculine, nurturing energy. Okay, platypus. Have a good day, baby. So this is healing through love, emotional intimacy through physical closeness, sensual medicine, tender grown connection, emotionally expression through the body, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. I cannot help. My eyes just be watering, especially like every day. I'm sorry, y'all. So, tender grown connection, emotional expression through the body. If you listening to this song, you manifesting a lover who brings peace and healing, not pain. A partner with deep, sensual, masculine energy. We get a lot of masculine energy over here, y'all. A man who sees sex as bonding, not using. Okay, friend. Hold up. What is going on? Okay, friend, I'll look that up too. This is manifesting heart-opening intimacy, being deeply cared for, being desired in a loving way, not being objectified, relaxation. It manifests a partner who brings your emotional regulation. This is a grown, stable, sensual, masculine manifestation, not a boy, not a situationship, not inconsistency. Okay. Okay. One and Only by Soulify. Okay, we're going to do... Where is the other one at that I just... 2 Live Crew, The Funkin' Shop. 2 Live Crew, The Funkin' Shop. And then we can do Soulified next. Okay, Rico was raised by their granddaddy. For sure, John. We at the end of our live. This is the purpose. I wanted to make... That's why I asked the question, John. What's your favorite song right now? So we can look at what are you guys manifesting with the music that you're listening to. We got to be more intentional. If you... Do you want that? You know, some people are okay with being in those emotional states. But some people don't realize that, oh, shoot. I'm manifesting what I don't want. Let me stop, you know? Okay, no. So... Gay music. Adam talking about Meiana, block them if they come forward, or John Singleton. You know Beyonce made gay music, so you can't block Beyonce. She owns the internet. So the Funk Shop, the Fook Shop. I hope I don't know how you say it. This song is raw, explicit, chaotic, unserious, masculine dominant, hypersexual, and intentionally disrespectful. That's the song. It's not sensual nor intimate. It's transactional, aggressive, and purely physical. Oh, this is one of those red pill songs, is what he's looking like. This is a low vibration, sacral chakra only frequency with zero emotional presence. Okay. So this song vibrates at detachment, dehumanization, power imbalance, objectification, rebellion, numbness, humor and vulgarity, lust without connection. So this is the opposite of Marvin Gaye, okay? This is raw impulse and ego. The dominant frequencies is lust only, disconnection from the heart, objectification, sexual chaos, impulse-driven, ego-based sexual identity. It's a low-grade masculine polarity. It's unconscious and disconnected. So if you listening to this song, you are manifesting partners who only want sex. So this is situationships. Men who don't care about your feelings or intimacy. You are manifesting relationships based on lust, not love. You're manifesting situationships with no commitment. You're manifesting sexualization and not being valued. You're manifesting men who treat people like they're disposable. You're manifesting a dynamic where, you know, there's an emotional imbalance. Head said, that's my song. You're manifesting zero stability, but lots of sexual chemistry. You're going to be manifesting misunderstandings and being underappreciated, especially if you're the woman listening to this. And if you're the man, you're not going to be manifesting emotional connection. You're manifesting the exact opposites. You're manifesting, you know, giving attention away, but not devoting yourself to anybody. As a man, you're manifesting approaching women solely based on their body. So that is that song for you. It is a lot of masculine energy though, John, for sure. Was there another song that y'all said? What song are we looking at now, y'all? One and Only by Solidified. Solidified, girl, what? Solidified is crazy. That took me a long time to understand that one. Fire on a Hill by Hands Like Horses. Okay, we can look at that next. Adam is a hoot. Okay, so this person, One and Only by Solidified, is a song that vibrates with romantic devotion, classic R&B, sincerity, masculine reassurance, and emotional loyalty. It's a grown man energy. It's I want you, I choose you, I'm going to show you. This is a high vibration love song rooted in commitment, certainty, and clarity. Okay. So this song vibrates at reassurance, loyalty, emotional safety, desire mixed with devotion, romantic confidence, clarity of intention, healing masculinity, affection and stability, choosing someone without hesitation. This song is a vibration of secure attachment energy. Y'all know there was the other song that we talked about earlier, which was anxious attachment, which is the chasing song. This one is the opposite. This is secure attachment. This is a man that knows what he wants and gets it. This is a song that vibrates at commitment, certainty, emotional reliability, masculine stability. Y'all, we get a lot of masculine stability out here. Being chosen, being prioritized. If you're listening to this song, you are manifesting a man who is sure about you. A relationship that is exclusive, stable, and present. A soft, loyal, grown connection. This is wife energy music right here. You manifesting feeling secure and seen, relaxing into your feminine energy, trusting your partner because the energy is consistent. So this song is manifesting healthy partnerships. So, Fire on a Hill by Hands Like Houses. Hands Like Houses. That's crazy. What are these topics? Oh, thank you, JDs. Okay. This is a rebirth song, okay? This is giving, okay? This song carries a powerful emotional rising from the ashes, okay? It's giving Phoenix, a mix of pain, awakening, and inner revolution. This song is someone who has done suffering, done shrinking, and done hiding. Okay, okay. So this is somebody who's frustrated with the old life, the breakdown, and they're going through that breakthrough energy. They letting go of what no longer serves them. There's an internal conflict. You know, there's an internal conflict happening in the song. Courage beginning to rise, self-confrontation, emotional release, awakening to the truth. Okay, this is a person who is changing their life. Oh, thank you, John. This is I got 10%, y'all. We're gonna get off here in a minute. This is a person who's changing their life. This is transformation, purging old patterns, destruction as rebirth, self-liberation, courage to change. If you are listening to this song, you are manifesting a complete life shift. You're manifesting a new identity, okay? You're manifesting leaving behind old relationships, habits, beliefs, or environment. You're manifesting major upgrades in self-worth and self-respect. I love it. You're manifesting breaking out of survival mode, clarity after a long period of confusion. You're manifesting strength, self-trust, boundaries, empowerment, the courage to live a new life. So, I love that. This is a high vibration song. You letting go of the old and welcoming the new. So, y'all, remember the songs that you listen to. Okay, Alexander, I love it, a little shift. I love that for you. Okay, now I'm the song that I told you guys about. Let me show you. In the Morning by Jagged Edge. We're gonna talk about me. If y'all don't want me to look up any other songs, y'all, we're gonna get off here in a minute. Okay, so this song is this song vibrates at desire, affection, consistency, emotional presence, soft sensuality, warmth, devotion, reassurance, romantic masculinity, partner, energy, pleasure that feels safe. This song vibrates as sensual devotion, being desired, emotional and physical closeness, romantic intimacy, relationship stability. If you listen to this song, you are manifesting a partner who desires you physically and emotionally, a man who is consistent, affectionate, and present, a sensual connection that is exclusive, intimate, and loyal. You are manifesting feeling wanted for who you are, feeling appreciated and adored, being comfortable in your feminine energy, relaxing into closeness, feeling safe during sensuality, trusting a man's presence. Adam, I'm about to put you on mute. Where is this at? Time out for you, buddy. You talking too much for you. We love you here, though, but you just off topic. Ronald Ashley in 2 Chainz The Plug. What? Ronald Ashley. In 2 Chainz The Plug. Okay, let's see. Oh, Ronald Isley. Ronald Isley from the Isley Brothers. Okay, in 2 Chainz. 2 Chainz featuring Ronald Isley. This song just confused me. Because I didn't know 2 Chainz had a song with Ronald Isley. It didn't make sense to me. So, this song carries a high status, wealth-coded legacy, masculine power, boss energy. We're going to listen to this song too. This is a very much I built myself and now I expect the highest level in everything. Vibration. This is an alpha masculine frequency with spiritual soul undertones. You listening to this, the emotional vibration is power, self-made identity, pride in your growth, resilience, luxury mindset, masculine dominance, winning after surviving the trenches, a hunger for elevation, high value and exclusivity, confidence in non-negotiables. You listening to this, you probably manifesting a luxury lifestyle, higher income, higher status, opportunities that elevate your social and financial position, becoming the one that everybody needs, a more confident, powerful public identity, financial independence, influence, and respect. This is the frequency of someone who is leveling up in money, identity, and lifestyle. Okay. You manifesting getting it. I love, or getting lit. Okay. Love that too. Period. You manifesting high value masculine partners, or being a high value masculine individual. You're manifesting being a confident man who provides, protects, and leads. You're manifesting being a man with resources, ambition, and self-respect. Ooh, okay. They don't get the flowers they should for what they meant. What you mean? Busted. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. Where you been? What you mean? I was with my friends. You a lie. What he say? He said I called Keisha and something, and they were both at home. But I didn't mean it though. But they're the only friends I know. She said, me and my girlfriends, we went dancing. Me, Katrina, something and something. What did he say? That's my song. I'm gonna listen to that too. Let's look at Mona Leo. Y'all know I love Mona Leo. Mona Leo. Which one do I like the most? Passenger princess. Bitch, I'm precious cargo. Hood bitch. So I'm still gonna hang up out that car though. Okay, this is a feminine, soft life, playful, spoiled, protected, adored, and provided for energy. I knew I love this song for a reason. I knew I love this song for a reason. This is divine feminine luxury and masculine provision frequency. Y'all, this is one of my favorite songs. No lie. This song is playfulness. Y'all know me. I'm already playful. Can't help it. Soft femininity, feeling chosen, prioritized, being catered to, being spoiled without guilt, protection from masculine energy, confidence in being desirable, being treated like a prize, ease and relaxation. You manifesting a man that provides, protects, pays, and pursues. A partner who drives, plans, and handles logistics. A man who sees you as a prize. Baby, don't play. You manifest a soft life, low stress, passenger princess. Bitch, I'm precious cargo. Bitch, so I'm still gonna hang about that cargo. Yes. That's amazing. Boyfriend by an Indian singer, Karan Arjula. Okay, hold up. Boyfriend, this is our first international song, y'all, by an Indian. Oh, hold up. No. By Karan Ajula. Yes, John, you know I can't help it. Okay. This song radiates masculine confidence, pursuit, competition, status, and bold romantic intent. Okay. Oh, it said it said this song sits in a space between I want you and I'm better than the man you currently have. It's giving boyfriend number 2. Is what it's giving. This is the I'm the upgrade, choose me. Masculine confidence, jealousy, competitiveness, proof-based masculinity, wanting exclusivity, dominance, and certainty. This song is definitely cheat on your boyfriend song. Come with me, cheat on him, leave him. I don't want to say cheat, but leave your man and come with me. This song, if you listen to this song, you manifesting pursuing somebody or a man who pursued you. You manifesting being claimed or claiming somebody. You're manifesting men who want to outdo the last guy. Or you wanting to outdo the last guy. You like a song called Washing Machine? Willow Smith, Wait a Minute. Okay. This song manifests men who see a woman as a catch and they need to win. This is a very competitive energy. This is you wanting a woman, you feeling powerful and wanting that woman, feeling confident, pursuing, giving your attention. Okay. That's what that song is for sure. So you said Willow Smith. Wait a minute. Let me see. Okay, we got 6%, y'all. Why when I read Willow Smith, I kept reading Will Smith. And I was like, people really still listen to Will Smith? But okay. So Willow Smith, Wait a Minute, carries a youthful, free-spirited, imaginative, and self-liberating energy. So this is a song that vibrates at a sense of breaking away from limitations, curiosity about self and relationships, freedom to change and evolve, playfulness and creativity, a feeling of being outside the norms. Okay. Self-awakening and coming into your own identity, confusion met with excitement. So there's a little bit of confusion, but I think that this is an okay song for the people who are up and coming in their identity. So self-discovery, expansion, emotional independence. If you listening to this song, you may be attracting new phases of identity. Friendships are relationships based on authenticity, freedom from old labels, a playful exploratory approach to life. Okay. A more intuitive, less structured mindset. Entering a more confident sense of self. Okay. So this is an identity shift, shifting from a bit of confusion to more playful and like enjoyment of getting to know your new identity and getting to know your new self. I know, right, Rico? The only one I know is I whip my hair back and forth. I whip my hair back and forth. Whip your hair. We're going to do this last one, Washer Machine. But who is Washer Machine by? Who is it by? Let me see if the chat knows. Mind y'all, if y'all want to do y'all's own research on the music that you listen to and what you're manifesting listening to it, just go on ChatGPT and ask them, hey, what is this vibration? What am I manifesting by listening to this song? What vibration am I giving off? What emotional state am I manifesting listening to this song? Is this aligned to the emotional state that I'm seeking? That's what y'all want to ask yourself. The only one that it knows is Washer Machine by D Flowers. Now, if you don't know, Christine, you let me know, baby. Because if you don't know who sing it, then I can't look it up. Baby, 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 baby. Kelvin said, we got 2 songs. You gonna choose one. Baby, 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 or baby, baby, baby. Okay, I'm guessing you're not here no more, Christine. So that's all I got for y'all today. Remember, when it comes to getting back in atonement and getting back into your alignment with who you are and what you want for yourself, remember that the music that you're listening to is consistently producing a vibration, and you are manifesting your life through the music that you're listening to. So one of the easiest ways, and it's not always easy because music is addictive. I didn't really touch on that, but music is addictive because it's an emotional state that is validating where you are at a moment. So if you are in a moment of your life, that you are emotionally attached to, it's going to be very difficult for you to just up and change the music that you listen to. But it is something that you should start looking into. Nobody's saying stop listening to the music. You know, slowly win yourself off by finding other music that is focused on where you want to be. And the funny thing about it is that oftentimes you'll realize that you really are the problem, because it will be difficult for you to completely take that music out of your life. And you'll realize I am manifesting the same thing that I don't want when I listen to this music. Okay? So it's up to who you want to be, how you want to be it. Like Rico said, he can't imagine a world without music. That's why we don't have to. We don't have to. Music is the basis of this world. All things are vibration. We just don't hear all the sounds. What they call it, the music of life, the sound of life. I don't know what they call it. It's always there. We're always surrounded by music. But the music that we can hear, you know, there's certain sounds that only babies can hear, only dogs can hear, right? the music that we can hear, make sure that it's music that is focused on who you want to be in this lifetime. So, as a man thinketh, so is he. Yes, thank you, thank you. Well, you know what it's for, John. Because now she's talking about a baby doll. I say, what? Man, I need to get a cat, a fluffy cat. That's what I need to do. I actually did that one time. I gave my neighbor daughter a black cat toy for her birthday because she always was trying to come in my apartment chasing my son. I said, here, girl. Her mom was like, oh, she loved it. She named the cat and everything. I said, oh, yes, love that for her. But yeah, y'all. I'll see y'all, what, next Sunday, y'all? I'm going to see y'all next Sunday. And next Sunday, I don't know what the topic is going to be. But, again, it's going to be health. Regardless, we're going to be talking about one of the laws in health. And we're going to be expanding on that. I enjoyed this conversation today, and I really enjoyed the analysis for y'all's music that y'all listen to. Again, do your own personal analysis of the music that y'all listen to. I'm going to be taking some of these songs, the masculine songs that we heard. Repeat. Okay. So, y'all have a wonderful evening. And me too, God bless. I'll see y'all next Sunday. Bye.